Ooh, man. All right, all right. Ooh. Mm. All right, party people. Man, today was a day. I had six signings today, and man, and I even had some conflict, but I'm not even gonna talk about it. I was, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet publicly. Me never, but I had to talk up to a few people, and they gave me some advice. And I got to talk to a couple of more people, get some more advice to make sure that the way I'm looking at this is the correct way. In and of itself, I don't think it's. I don't know if it's bad. I want to say it's not bad, but I don't know. So I got to do some research and I got to find out. I got to reach out to the state and find out from them and talk to some other people who got more experience in this business than me, so that I can make sure that I'm taking the correct stance. And I know it might right now it's an unpopular stance that I'm doing, but and it has nothing to do with y'all. This is business actually, signing company, title company, all of them. I just got to make sure things I'm what I'm being asked to do is correct and not just for people's feelings. Just because they think they have the power to just tell somebody what to do, you're supposed to just do it because truth be told, and it's just the plain truth. I'm a business owner, they're business owners, and we have to operate that way. And I'm not a W 2 employee. So we have to make sure that we operate correctly so that we are not violating any W 2, W 9 employment rules. And I know some people don't care about that, but I do. So I have to make sure I do things right for my business. But thanks for hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, hit the notification bell, leave some comments below, all that good stuff, and everything. So if I'm able to, I think I'm gonna be able to talk about it, but I gotta do my due diligence first. I gotta make sure that I understand what's right, what is the right thing to do in this situation. And I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging by not ever telling you. So it will come out. And even if I'm wrong in my stance, I'm cool with that. But I gotta first take a stance to even figure out whether I'm right or wrong. And if I feel that it's not right what I'm being asked to do, I gotta take a stance until I can figure it out and then do it accordingly. Especially when the people asking me to do something is not providing me any true justification. It's just, well, everybody else does it. And if you watch my channel long enough, you know I don't go by everybody else does it. So and so said they want this, and they just give it to them. That is that don't fly with me. Okay, just straight up, that doesn't fly with me. But nonetheless, today was a busy day. Six closings, or really yesterday. Today is the 22nd. So on the 21st, Wednesday the 21st, I had six signings. I had a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And I got them all done. Um, the 5 o'clock, I already knew that wasn't going to get shipped out. It was a refi. And a lot of times they're not pressed for refis to be shipped out and hit them next day. At least this company that I was dealing with. Um, then the 3 o'clock was a reverse mortgage that had a UPS label. So by the time I even got back from way out there in the country of Suffolk, I was not going to meet the 5 o'clock or so deadline. Hmm. Sorry about that, y'all. Next was still 5 o'clock deadline for UPS. So gotta get done. But the scan backs for them are done, completed, uploaded. So that's all that matters. So I have six documents to ship out today. So I got all six of those done. And there was some from yesterday that just wasn't gonna make the FedEx drop, and then couple, for today. Now you're probably saying, well, how did you do six signings today? But more so, how did you do the 8, 9, and 10? Well, I didn't go in there worrying about trying to do a whole lot of dissertation over the documents. I asked them, were they comfort, were they had they been talked to about the documents? Had they gone over the documents with their loan officers, this, that, and the other? And they said, yeah. So they was comfortable with what they were signing, why they were signing. They even seen the documents ahead of time, so they already knew what was going down, why it was going down. It was just a matter of sitting down with me and signing the paperwork. So that's what I did, and that's what they wanted to do. So the first place I met them was at a place called Cold Press. That man, they got some great coffee. So I'm actually, I think I'm gonna start going there for my coffee. I'm serious. I'm not really a big coffee drinker like I used to be, but if I need some coffee, I'm gonna get. And it was good sweet coffee, because a lot of times you ask Starbucks for, like, yeah, give me a, sweeten it up. I don't know what kind of liquid they put in there to call it sweet, but it ain't sweet. And the coffee is just this bitter taste with Starbucks. And the only sweetness you get is from whatever caramel or whatever they put on the little froth stuff. And I'm like, I think I had got a latte. I'm like, that's the only thing sweet. The coffee itself isn't sweet. But that coffee from Cold Press, that coffee, I don't know if y'all been to Cold Press. If you have, tell me what you think about the place. But it's down in General Booth in Virginia Beach, about 25 minutes from me. Man, that was some great coffee. And once I drank it, because I only had like just over 3 hours worth of sleep going into the 21st, actually from the 21st, because I didn't go to bed till yesterday morning, about 2:45, maybe 2:30, and got right back up at about 6:30. So I think I got less than 3 hours sleep. Um, and all of that. So Cold Press was awesome. But went to Cold Press, met the first couple. They had a baby with them, so I could immediately tell, because the wife actually said, well, how long is this going to take? And I said, well, it depends on how fast you sign. She said, because I just want to know in case whether I need to pull him out, the baby out of the carriage or the stroller. And I was like, nah. So we got through that with no problem. Everything, boom, was taken care of nicely. Left there. Now again, they 25 minutes from my house. Where I had to go for my second one was 34 minutes from that location. So I hopped in the car, booked it over there, got there with like 2-3 minutes to spare. So I went from Virginia Beach, Red Mill area of Virginia Beach, all the way to Portsmouth, and I can't remember what area of Portsmouth. But I went over to Portsmouth and got that couple done. Everything. It was a couple, had to have a witness. Got witnesses there. Got everything done. Went down for the property it was buying. Then I shot back over toward my house, which was about 25 minutes away from my 10 o'clock. Got over there, got there pretty much, I think maybe 1 or 2 minutes to spare before 11 o'clock. Went in there, got the signing done, went home, scanned everything back, uploaded. They signed off on everything, said all the scans was good. And then I started getting prepared for my 1 o'clock, which I was pretty much already set. I had already prepped the documents and everything. Now, here's the interesting thing about the 1 o'clock. The 1 o'clock run. And yes, my eyes are red. My eyes are red. There's stuff. So here's the thing about my 1 o'clock run. Everything was going good with it until the person who was going to be a witness for the deed, because in Florida you got to have two witnesses. I was one to say, the person, when he put in his social security number to do the KBA part, it kicked it back and said you failed. And the reason why is because he didn't have enough credit history. So the KBAs, they look at your U.S. credit history to see, like, what do if you bought a car, bought a house, went to school, student loans, all your financial stuff, anything that you're applying for credit for, and all that stuff. And then they ask questions based off of that information to verify that you are who you say you are, because only you should know that information. Did you have a loan here at Macy's? Did you have a credit card at Saks? Did you go to Tuskegee, University? They ask you these questions, do you know this person? Did you used to live here? So they ask you all those questions, and you have to answer them correctly. Answer yes, that, or no, because sometimes we'll just answer them correctly, because sometimes they'll ask you a question that has nothing to do with you. Did you go to any one of these schools? And the school that you went to is not listed. So then you say none of the above. Okay, you answered it correctly. He did not have enough credit history for them to do that. So we had one session started, and I had to stop get out of that session. Couldn't stop the session per se, but I just had to get out the session, start a new session with the same signer but a new witness. And I didn't even charge the signing company about that. I mean, I could have charged them like maybe even $50, but I said, you know what, I just need to get this done, and got it done, and went on about my business too. Oh man, I ain't yawn like that in a long time. To my reverse mortgage, and the reverse mortgage was fine. Everything was good. The lady who was doing the paperwork and her daughter was there. Had a great conversation with them. Went and did my 5 o'clock. That was a 217-page VA. And me and her, she's in the Navy. I used to be in the Navy, so we were sitting there chopping up. It was my last one for the day, and we had a real good conversation, like old friends and everything. And then she was asking me questions about the notary business and all of that. So to do 3 signings back to back, everything has to line up. You got to have all the documents. The signers have to be willing to just come in and sign and not worry about so much reading the documents and getting all into them. You have to have your logistics together for us getting from one spot to the other. And then you got to go in there as a notary and not be so concerned about trying to show how much you know and how smart you are with a bunch of talking about the documents and trying to break stuff down, you know, because you need travel time to get to the next spot. And if you can get a signing done within 20 to 30 minutes, you should have enough time, preferably the 20 to 25-minute range. That gives you enough time to, you pack up and everything, hop in the car, and then head to the next one. And that's essentially what I did. And everything went smooth, So they signed, like I said earlier, they signed off on all the documents, and those got shipped, and everybody see them tomorrow. The last 2 of the day didn't get shipped because one was UPS, and UPS was already closed, and the other one, I just wasn't gonna be able to make it to FedEx in time. I was just too far away at that time. So that was pretty much it. I mean, it was a good day today. Everything was fine. I'm tired. I'm supposed to get on Clubhouse in the morning. Would start 7:45. I don't even, well, I'm dog sitting also, so I gotta go next door and let the dogs out and feed them and all that good stuff. It's a bully in a pit, and I tell you, them dogs are a trip. Them dogs are a trip. Very, very nice dogs. Very well mannered. And I'll be honest, the way they bark, I was like, man, I'm gonna go in this house and them dogs gonna tear me up. But them dogs, they just so lovable and stuff. So I'm having a great time just dog sitting and helping my neighbors out while they're out of town. So take care of that. But other than that, again, another busy month for me. 59 closings so far this month. I'm trying to hit 70 again. I know y'all are just trying to get started. So, and I got to give a shout out to several of the YouTube channel members. They have started getting orders. They're sticking with it. They changed their profile, and the change that they've made in their profile, one, I'm just talking about how they understand what to do as a notary, and then 2, putting the orders that they have done into SnapDocs, even though it wasn't a SnapDoc order, even if it was several months ago, they put it in there anyway, and that starts triggering the algorithm, and they started getting more. Some of them selected more, and then others been getting more notifications overall. Because here's the trick. Come here. The trick is some of the companies on signing order have accounts on SnapDocs. So if you're putting all your orders into SnapDocs, guess what? They see that. They see it. But don't tell nobody. Ooh, boy. Man, my eyes are red. At least this one is. But that's the thing, and I didn't know that because one of the companies said, yeah, we use SnapDocs as a backup. And I was like, oh, because see, I'm with Old Republic like a lot of notaries are, and I still get orders on SnapDocs from the Old Republic. And I'm like, but I thought we was getting them through the app. And they said, yeah, we get them through the app sometimes, but we still use SnapDocs. I was like, bet. And I like them through SnapDocs because they pay more through SnapDocs. Through the app that's worked directly with Old Republic, man, they don't even pay $100, but on SnapDocs they be over 100. So all these people talking about, no, I'm not working for a signing company, I'm doing direct. Well, that direct is not paying even $100. I will take the signing company and 125, 110, and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm good. But I don't forget what I was talking about. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. So hit me up in the comments. But I just wanted to share with y'all. Oh yeah, that this month's been pretty busy. Got 59 signings. I think 20 for this week. I got 3 on Saturday. I got 2 tomorrow. 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. Plus, I got a house inspection I got to do. Matter of fact, I was so busy today and stuff was going on. I haven't even really done a whole. I didn't even accept a whole lot of house inspections because I just didn't have the time to do them. I was just so busy, and now it's getting to the end of the month, and orders are coming in left and right. So you're busy, but then it doesn't seem like you've done enough. So I'm pushing to get 70, so I need 61. 11 more signings that I have 70. Really want 75, 76, but that's what the goal is. So congrats to those of you who getting orders. Really appreciate it. Already set up to do the document review with the signer. With the notary. She wants me to do that with her, so I will do that probably tomorrow night. Well, actually tonight, Thursday night, and sit down with her and do a document review. And that's something that I offer um, all of the paid channel members on the channel, my YouTube channel, that if you're a paid channel member and you get your order, whether even if it's your 100th order and you just need to go over it, I will go over it with you. No charge, just me and you sit down on Zoom. If it's a couple of y'all, then we'll just set up, do it with this one, next one, next one, next one, and all of that. So, and I don't charge for it. So this is free. I don't tell somebody to hit the my cash app to do it, and I don't tell people, oh, well, go back to one of my videos and hit the super thanks. I don't do any of that. Or make sure on my next live you hit the cash app. I don't do any of that. I don't at all. So I'm about to tip over and fall asleep on y'all. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all immensely, immensely, immensely. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. Till the next time, y'all be easy. Peace.